Maintaining your machine should never be a big hassle. Now, one of the best things about the Gaggia Accademia is that the color display with dedicated icons will let you know when specifically the machine needs your attention. There are a number of different alerts that can show up letting you know what in particular needs fixing, but some of the most common include refill the reservoir or put the reservoir back in the machine, a no beans alert letting you know that there's not enough coffee in the hopper to grind and brew a shot, a alert to remove the internal drip tray which collects water on the inside of the machine, an alert to remove the Dreg drawer, a alert to insert the Dreg drawer back into the machine, an alert to insert the Brew Group back into the machine, and an alert to descale the machine after enough time has passed and the machine needs you to perform a descaling cycle. As you can see on our screen, the Accademia is letting us know that we should empty the drip tray and our dregs drawer. Now, as you've seen in the montage before this, there are quite a few different alerts that can let you know when the machine needs your attention for a specific task. But I want to go over how we can actually empty out this drip tray here and then open the machine up as well to take a look at the internals that we can clean and maintain as well. Now, we'll go ahead and start with the external drip tray. So there's actually a nice magnetic cover, so there's two magnets that hold this steel component in place. And now this whole plastic insert lifts right out of the front of the machine. And you can see there's a bright red float in here. So this tray basically will let you know that it's ready to be emptied as this float rises up. So I can pour a little bit of water in there and give you a sense for what that looks like. But this tray is only 10 ounces and it will fill up rather quickly if you're dispensing a lot of water into it. Now, my recommendation for that would be always keep a cup under your spouts if you rinse often by having the machine go into standby mode frequently. But whenever you see this tray with the float bobbing, you know that you're going to want to get that emptied out soon. So we'll put that off to the side for now, and we'll actually take a look though at the inside of the machine. So there's a small button here on the left side. We press that, we can simply swing the door open. So inside the Accademia there are nice steel hinges that hold everything together, and then we have an assembly here that contains both our dreg drawer and an internal drip tray. Now this dreg drawer, this is where our spent coffee pucks go. You can see them in here. This is also an internal drip tray that catches water from the group and as a byproduct of brewing. When you get that alert, you not only want to empty out this, but also this drip tray. Now, the tray in the front is really up to your discretion based on how much water is in there. Now, the last component though inside the Accademia that we want to take a look at is what's called the Brew Group. So the Brew Group is removable simply by pressing here on this tab and sliding it out. This is where the coffee is actually compacted and brewed after a grind cycle. Now, there are different parts of this group, say the entry chute here, our ejection ramp here, and the shower screen that can collect ground coffee over time. So every week you'll want to remove the brew unit from your machine and give it a rinse. It is safe to do that. This is mostly all plastic in here, but rinse that out and let it air dry overnight. You do not want to towel dry it to make sure that there are no fibers that stick to anything. And when that's done, you're free to go ahead and insert this back into the machine. Now, these sliding tracks where different components of the group actually move, that's where you apply your Gaggia Brew Group lubricant. And that's a process that will need to be done every 1 to 4 months based on usage as indicated in the Accademia's manual. Now, to put this back, we've got two tracks here that line up with these bottom corners, and we'll simply go ahead and slide that in. And now you'll know that it's in securely when you are no longer able to remove the brew unit without pressing that tab again. So we'll go ahead though and we'll get our drip tray and dreg drawer back in. Now if it were you at home, you would want to be emptying those out before putting them back in and simply closing the door. And the Accademia does know that I actually did not empty them, so shame on me. But that's how you would open up the machine to empty it out to solve this kind of alert. And with that, school's out for the Gaggia Accademia. I'm Nick, and thank you so much for watching.